Because if this moment in time, with this contrasting experience, if you can stop beating up on yourself because you didn't get it right the first crack out of the box, if instead you can say, oh, this didn't go the way I wanted it to, but it's all right because I'm still standing here evaluating contrast. That's the peace that we're wanting you to find in this. So often, as you listen to us for a while, and you want to be deliberate creators, and you want to do the grid work, and you tried to get in the vortex, and you're trying to pay attention to the way you feel, and you're making an effort to be more the person that you want to be. And then when something that you thought you wanted doesn't turn out right now the way you wanted it to, then that second guessing starts happening. Then you start asking yourself, what did I do wrong? And if instead you can say, I didn't do anything wrong, this contrast is part of what's right. This contrast is part of the clarifying thing. It's part of the clarification that is helping me to identify more clearly what it is I do want. If we could just convince you that you want a creative plethora of opportunities to pull from. You don't want limited ones. And the contrast is just filling in the colors and the textures and the opportunities, you see. If we could zap you with something, and of course we can't, but we can know it so strongly that as you're willing to listen to us for a while, you'll begin to get it. You are in a really, really good place. You're asking really, really good questions. Your desire is really focused in a strong way. And this conversation that we've had, which was solely offered to soothe any angst you have about being in a wrong place, that's what every process that we've ever offered has always been about. To soothe your angst about any wrongness that you've done, because you're not doing anything wrong by standing in a place you don't want to stand in. When you're standing in a place you don't want to stand in, you're firing off rockets that are going to serve you. And if you can revel in the contrast and appreciate the variety, instead of condemning your lack of wisdom to be in a better place right here and right now, if we could parade before you just the masters that you have revered as a culture, every one of them would tell you, I wouldn't give up one miserable moment, because every one of them helped me become who I ultimately am. It's the balance between, it's the not panicking when the path isn't obvious, and it's the acceptance that the path is always the right one, even if this path didn't lead you directly to what you think is your goal.
Okay.
And so, do you follow that? We think it's a wonderful thing that you found ease and something opened up. Mm-hmm. And you said, yes, this is what I'm looking for. And then you stepped into it. And if you will say, it's right for this reason, and it's right for this reason, and it's right for this reason, then you keep active in yourself all of those things, and you don't mess up your grid, and then more of what you're wanting will come. But if you say, well, it's right for this reason, but it's wrong for this reason, and it's right for this reason, and it's wrong for this reason, then you mess up your grid, and you hold yourself in a holding pattern that will eventually cause you to ask for yet another something. You're not ever going to get it done. You're not ever going to get it done. You're not ever going to be in that place where you say, oh, I'm in a perfect place. Because you can be in a place where you say, oh, this is way better than where I was before. But you know what the place you always want to stand in is? What you always want, the dynamics of the place that you're standing to be? This is fertile ground to want something more. Fertile ground to want something more, because you know what you want more than life itself, because it is the basis, the essence of life itself. You want a reason to want something more. We just want to help you wash away that feeling that if you're standing in a place where it's not everything that you want, that it's not an imperfect place, and that you haven't done something wrong in standing there, because you are on an eternal path of unfolding, and every step along the way is going to be stuff you want and stuff you don't want. It's like, we promise you, if you, let's say that you get on an airplane and you go to this perfect destination. Someone's picked it out for you. Maybe even someone like Esther, who's been to lots of places and knows where all the good stuff is. And so she says, come to this perfect place. And so you get there and you say, well, what are my choices? And your guide says, there are no choices for you. They've all been pre-made for you based upon what you put into your vortex. Everything that you've asked for is here. All the food that you want to eat is here, and we know everything you like best because we've been watching you eat. We know what you took more of, and we know what you spit back. We know everything that you want, and so only the things that you really, really like are here. And so everywhere you look, it's just going to please you. And you'd be happy on that island for about a week. For about a week. And pretty soon you'd be saying, but wait, I want to make nudity. No. This is as far as you go. This is what was in your vortex. This is everything that you've ever wanted is now being played out for you. But be satisfied with what's here, because there is no more. Are we suffocating you in the way we mean to? There is no more. Now, if that sounds like a place you want to go, then we want to talk to you for a few more hours today. But if you're getting the essence of what we're saying, that the zest of life is about the new choice that's evolving within you. But if you can temper that new choice that's within you, that isn't satisfied in manifestational form, with the knowledge that that's what the best of life is. It's about choices. If we can convince you that the pieces that are sort of missing in this new work is just a buffet to give you choices that as they fall into place one by one, that's where you get that feeling of satisfaction. That's where you get that feeling of creation, that you've got your own hands in the clay. If you're not molding the clay, you're not who you are, you see. The vacation that we sent you to where everything is perfect is like the creator that has created a magnificent statue. There it is. That's my life's work. And you say, well, what are you going to do next? Nothing. Nothing. I worked on that my whole life. And there it is. Do you like it? Oh, yes, it's very beautiful. How much does it cost? Millions and millions of dollars, because I worked on it my entire life. And there will never be anything else. That's it for me. That's it. That's it. That's it. It's perfect.